Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS FANS. Let's get to the news. Alright, folks, let's dive into what's happening with the Atlanta Falcons right now, and why this offseason could be one of the most intriguing in recent memory. The Falcons, for quite some time, have been building a team with a clear focus, balance, strategic upgrades, and a relentless pursuit of that elusive Super Bowl title. And if you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape, especially within the NFC South, you know that this division is undergoing some serious shakeups. The Falcons, historically known for their resilience and never-give-up attitude, are positioning themselves to be serious contenders once again. But it's not just about the big names on the roster. There's a lot of movement behind the scenes that could have ripple effects for the entire league. Now, let's start with the core of the team, the running back position. This is an area where the Falcons seem to have found a gem, a player who has been turning heads and proving that he's more than just a shiny rookie. We're talking about Bijan Robinson, the former first-round pick who arrived with huge expectations, and honestly, he's been living up to the hype. Since day one, Robinson has shown that he's a true game-changer on all three downs. You see him running with power, agility, and a vision that makes defenders look silly. His ability to catch passes out of the backfield and his pass protection skills make him a complete back, something that NFL teams desperately covet in the modern game. And let's be honest, the Falcons aren't looking to upgrade from Bijan anytime soon. He's the centerpiece, the guy they want leading the charge in their offensive scheme. But as every NFL team knows, depth is king. You can't just rely on one star to carry the entire load, especially in a league where injuries are part of the game. So the Falcons have been smart. They've been scouting and adding depth pieces to keep that running game humming. Recently, they made a move that's caught the attention of the entire NFL community. They signed Jashuan Corbin, a name you might not have heard much about until now, but a player whose story is intriguing and filled with potential. This signing is a classic example of how teams are looking beyond the obvious, beyond the big-name free agents or draft picks. Corbin, who's been making waves in the XFL and UFL circuits, has caught the Falcons' eye with his explosive talent. It's a story that resonates with many fans, an underdog story of a player who was on the fringes, barely making it into the professional scene, and now he's got a real shot at making an NFL roster. It's a testament to how competitive and unpredictable this league truly is. Corbin's journey is fascinating. He was a third-string running back with the San Antonio Brahmas in the XFL, and despite the team's struggles, he managed to shine, leading the league in rushing yards with 514 yards and 4 touchdowns. Imagine that, this guy, who joined as a third-stringer, showcasing his talent in a league that's often seen as a stepping stone or a secondary option, is now on the cusp of competing in the NFL. You see, the UFL and the XFL are leagues where players get to prove themselves, and Corbin's performance in those leagues was nothing short of spectacular. He's only 24 years old, standing 511, and weighing around 203 pounds, and he's got that explosiveness and versatility that NFL teams love. Think about it. This guy was undrafted out of Florida State, where he earned third-team All-ACC honors in 2021. He has the pedigree, the college background, and now the proven ability to succeed in professional leagues, even if not initially in the NFL. Now, here's where it gets interesting for Falcons fans. Corbin's signing isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about the potential of discovering a diamond in the rough, a player who could develop into a real weapon in Atlanta's backfield. If he impresses in training camp and preseason, and if injuries or other circumstances give him a shot, he could see significant playing time. And let's be honest, with the Falcons' recent injury history at the running back position, guys like Anthony McFarland and John Lovett, Corbin might find himself thrust into a bigger role sooner rather than later. Remember, Corbin's season with the Brahmas was remarkable. He started 6 of 10 games, carried the ball 97 times for 514 yards, averaging over 5 yards per carry, and scored 4 touchdowns. That's impressive, especially considering the level of competition and the fact that he was playing in a league where many players are fighting for a shot at the NFL. His ability to contribute as a receiver, adding 138 yards on 18 receptions, and even returning kicks shows his versatility, something that NFL coaches love to see in a running back. Plus, he only fumbled once all season, indicating good ball security, which is crucial at the professional level. The story of Corbin's journey is not just about his stats. It's about perseverance, talent, and the relentless pursuit of a dream. He's a testament to how the league is evolving, and how players from smaller leagues or unconventional paths are finding opportunities in the NFL. For Falcons fans, this is exciting because it means the team is always looking for hidden gems, always scouting for that next player who can step up when needed. But let's zoom out a little and look at the bigger picture. The Atlanta Falcons have been on an upward trajectory under the leadership of head coach Arthur Smith and general manager Terry Fontenot. The team has been making smart moves in the draft, emphasizing a balance between veteran experience and youthful talent. Their recent draft picks, including Bijan Robinson, have added a new dimension to the offense, making them one of the most exciting teams to watch this season. The offensive line is also showing signs of improvement, and quarterback Desmond Ridder has been developing steadily, showing flashes of brilliance that could turn into consistency. The NFC South, historically a competitive division, is now in a state of flux. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are trying to rebuild after Tom Brady's departure, the New Orleans Saints are still searching for consistency at quarterback, and the Carolina Panthers have a new coaching staff and a young roster. That creates an opening for the Falcons to stake their claim as division leaders. The addition of Corbin, even if just in training camp, adds another layer of depth and potential explosiveness to their roster, which could be decisive in close games down the stretch. And speaking of the division, it's worth mentioning that the Falcons' main rivals, such as the Saints and Panthers, are also making moves. The Saints, with their veteran core and a defense that's always tough, are still a formidable foe, but there's a sense that Atlanta has closed the gap. The Panthers, with their young quarterback Bryce Young and a revamped roster, are looking to surprise teams, but the Falcons seem to be more prepared and more balanced overall. Looking ahead, the upcoming training camp will be a real battleground. Corbin will have to compete for a roster spot against some talented players, but the fact that the Falcons signed him indicates they see potential. If he impresses with his work ethic and explosiveness, he could be a real steal, an undrafted player making a name for himself in the NFL. That's the beauty of this league. It's a place where opportunity meets talent, and Corbin's story is a perfect example of that. Now, let's talk about some other key pieces that are shaping up for the Falcons. The defense, which has been a concern in past seasons, is showing signs of improvement. Young players like Arnold Ebiketie and Drake London are stepping up, and with a smart offseason, Atlanta is aiming to become a more complete team. The coaching staff has emphasized discipline, speed, and aggressiveness, and you can see that philosophy beginning to take hold. The addition of veteran leaders and the development of young talent could make the Falcons a team to watch in 2024. Of course, every Falcons fan is wondering, can this team finally make that leap to the playoffs and beyond? The NFC South is wide open, and with the right health, some strategic signings, and a bit of luck, Atlanta could be in the mix come December. The potential of a player like Corbin adds an exciting element to that equation. He's a symbol of the Falcons' relentless pursuit of excellence, always looking for ways to improve and find those hidden advantages that can turn a good team into a great one. And let's not forget, the history of the Atlanta Falcons is filled with moments of resilience and hope. From their iconic Super Bowl LI comeback to their recent playoff appearances, the franchise has shown it can rise from adversity. The current roster, combined with strategic moves in the offseason, suggests that the Falcons are poised to write a new chapter, one filled with excitement, grit, and a strong shot at reaching Super Bowl glory again. The addition of players like Corbin, even if just in the early stages, exemplifies the team's commitment to building depth and seizing every opportunity. So as we look ahead to the season, what can Falcons fans expect? Well, first and foremost, a team that's hungry, fast, and determined. The offense is likely to be explosive, especially if Ridder continues to develop and the running game stays dominant. The defense, with some key additions and the growth of young players, could surprise a lot of people. And the special teams, always a crucial factor in close games, something the Falcons will be paying close attention to as they refine their units. Moreover, the NFC South is no longer a one-horse race. Dynamic has shifted, and the Falcons are positioning themselves right at the heart of it. The division rivals are all in flux, and Atlanta's strategic moves, including signing players like Corbin, are part of a broader plan to capitalize on this opportunity. It's an exciting time for Falcons fans, and the energy around the team is palpable. The hope, the anticipation, and the belief that this could finally be the year Atlanta makes a deep playoff run are what make being a Falcons supporter so special. Now I want to keep you all updated on every twist and turn in this story. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and the Falcons are no exception. They're constantly scouting, signing, and developing talent, all with the goal of bringing home that championship. The journey is long, but if history has taught us anything, it's that Atlanta has what it takes: heart, resilience, and a never-say-die attitude. The addition of Corbin is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's a piece that could unlock some serious potential in this team. So, Falcons fans, as we gear up for another exciting season, keep your eyes on the team. Watch for those young players to step up, for the veterans to lead by example, and for the coaching staff to push everyone to perform at their best. This team is on the rise, and the story isn't over yet. Whether it's a game-winning drive, a clutch play from Bijan Robinson, or a breakout performance from an underdog like Corbin, every moment counts. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Corbin can make the roster and contribute in a meaningful way? How do you see the Falcons' season unfolding? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come. Let's keep the passion alive and support our team every step of the way. Go Falcons!